forcing them to interview me because I fucking love interviews. Sorry for cursing. I love interviews.
Yeah, okay. Can you drop the knife underneath the camera, please?
No.
Right, okay. Right, so look
That's
how
not a
you...
knife.
The powers of editing, lads. Right, so serious moment. Listen, great night out at the Kino tonight. RCW, going back to work. That comment you have is still burned in my skull for some reason. How are you feeling after tonight, Luke?
My voice is going, which is always a good sign. Passion was there. It was an incredible night. I love when you have nights like this where everyone's crammed into a room and they're hot and they're warm and they're shouting and they're enjoying the wrestling. It was incredible from bell to bell, every match. The return of Steve Savage, Raven Creed versus Reardon O'Connor. Irish wrestling's in phenomenal hands at the moment, and it was so good to get. I get the best seat in the house every show, and I love it. It's so good, and it's amazing to see the likes of yourselves, the likes of the Five Marks, all here. Irish wrestling media is after getting amazing as well. I don't know what I'm answering anymore. I'm just on a rant, but I love it. It's so cool. It's so good to see everybody working together and being friendly and loving wrestling, basically.
Can I throw a question out, right?
Yes.
RCW Women's Championship. Is that something that we might see next year, this year? Something you'd like to see?
I'd love to see it. It's up to Billy Bedlam, effectively. I'm just a voice. You want a women's championship?
No, not going to do it.
Oh, well, there you go. You have it here.
Not going to do it.
You have it here, folks. Billy Bedlam hates women.
No, absolutely not. We've done a great job of intergender wrestling since day
That's a
one
good
in
point, yeah.
RCW. In fact, we're here a year and we had our first women's match a year in. So absolutely not. You tell me Raven Creed isn't good enough to be the RCW champion? Do you know what I mean?
point.
Absolutely.
She's already the Grand Prix champion.
Exactly. You're telling me Katie Harvey couldn't do the same? You know what I mean? Or
Yeah,
Myla Grace. So
fair point.
It's nothing to do with genders into 2023. There's me woke as days long. See you later.
Well, there you go, guys. There's your answer on that one. I don't know what to tell you.
Last time we were talking about Cork in wrestling, the wrestling in Cork, but the Irish scene in Ireland in general is growing.
Oh, yeah.
And RCW is right there in the middle. You're making history, not in Ireland and also probably in all of Europe. And
Yeah.
you know what? If we're taking off fancy, the world even.
Yeah.
So how does it feel being right in the middle?
I love it. I love it. Like I for the RCW podcast a minute ago, I was interviewing Steve Savage, and he said he loves wrestling, and I completely understand where he's coming from. That passion, that drive. We're all in this because we love wrestling. That's our thing all together in Ireland, in the world, in Europe. You see someone like LJ Cleary, who I had my debut match against, and you see him in there where Mark Andrews going hold for hold in a technical classic there tonight. And how can you not feel proud? How can you not feel happy? It's so cool to see all of these people who we consider friends, we consider family, to be rising to these lengths. Like, LJ Cleary could wrestle anywhere in the world. LJ Cleary should be wrestling everywhere in the world. LJ Cleary, I'd imagine, is someone who in the next year or two is going to be signed. I'd assume, because he easily could be. He could easily be on AEW, be on WWE wrestling the best guys they have. He's well capable of it. So yeah, I'm delighted to be a small part of it. I love being involved in wrestling. I always try and find my way out of wrestling, and I always find my way back in because I absolutely love it. It's my first love, and I don't think I'm ever going to fully get away from it.
And with all due respect, you're not part of this small part now, Luke. You're part of this big part in professional wrestling, like. And of course, history has been made. We now crowned our new RCW tag champions in the Beauties, and also, unfortunately for LJ Cleary, we now have a new RCW world champion, and of course, that's been history. But every time when RCW's on, history's been made. How's it feel being in the right and for center of this?
Absolutely love it. The Bearded Beauties being crowned champions is special for me because Butch Armstrong is a former tag partner of mine. We won the CCW Tag Team Championships a few years back, and that was an emotional moment. It was just as emotional watching him win it tonight. I was a little bit jealous, but that's okay. I love JDP, I love Butch. Seeing them together as a tag team is something that's absolutely incredible to see. Owen Richards is a piece of shit. No, he's not. He's a great wrestler, phenomenal talent. Whatever people think of him personally, just no one can deny how intelligent he is, how great of a worker he is, how much he deserves to be a champion. He's another person who you could put up against anybody in the world and he'll have a great match. And do the Cork people want him as a champion? Probably not. Does he deserve it? Absolutely.
All right, you heard it here, folks, ladies and gentlemen. Luke Babyface Barry.
Love you, buddies.